tonight with the lights of downtown Atlanta in the background. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. There is no question that Dallas's Luka Doncic.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Thompson. Kyrie Irving is out there with Doncic. Then there's Big Dog. And it's Kleba in at the power forward. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Collins passes it to Bogdanovich.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Touch Young has from beyond the arc. He is almost unguardable from there. And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
It up toward the rim. The turnover by Dallas. Here's Young. Capella trying to free himself up.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful. Putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Jones checked in for Clint Capella. Nance comes in for Collins. Johnson, he's checked in for Hunter. And it's Boomer in for Bogdanovich. Then for the Mavericks, Markieff Morris is checked in for Big Dog. Washington comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter.
You have to do more than that against Larry Nance Jr. This guy is no stranger to physical contact.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Three-point shot is one of the most dangerous aspects of Klay Thompson's game. Somebody check that man.
It's deflected, and to the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last. And the Hawks making a change here. Fernando's checked in. Thompson is double. And he gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Loose. It's his first trip to the line.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
And so Young nails them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Dallas up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Klay Thompson is out there with Washington. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. And the Mavericks making a change here. Irving's checked in. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas on defense.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Thompson is double. He gets that one.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
An emphatic LU jam.
It always helps to have a big who is willing to find open teammates. Larry Nance proving how unselfish he can be.
And it goes down 2 points.
Boy, looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
Atlanta calls timeout.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Collins comes in for Nance. Hunter's checked in for Johnson. And it's Bogdanovich in for Trae Young. Big Dog, he's checked in for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Washington.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Hawks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, Bogdanovich. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. The shot's good from Irving.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Dallas shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Well, we continue to be, to me, in the golden age of point guards in the NBA. And Kyrie Irving is right there with the best of them in that discussion.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Boomer.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Hits the three-point bomb.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Atlanta shooting their fifth and 6 free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And that one falls for Collins. Damian Jones is checked in for Atlanta. Dallas also making some changes. Morris is checked in for Klay Thompson. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dinwiddie.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Hunter.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Trying to get open is Irving. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, the assertiveness to his approach. Luka Doncic on the catch and shoot. Easy.
Good on the 3-point shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Bogdanovich with it. Guarded now by Irving. And it's in there.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Doncic trying to get open. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Bogdanovich.
And nice dime from Hunter there. An unselfish player who knows how to look for his teammates.
Denied. Jones trying to get open. Yes, that goes in.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
They get a hand on it. Irving with the steal. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That's good from Young.
He's a guy you have to game plan for. The way Young scores and passes the ball creates so many problems for the defense.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Dallas Mavericks.
Thanks.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. Winner. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the center. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce.
Come on, that is remarkable work from Kyrie. Ridiculously crafty at how he gets into the defense and draws the foul.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Bogdanovich with it, guarded now by Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his third foul of the game. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Young.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Nice shot by Thompson.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And the shot goes in. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. That one falls.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Capella.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Dallas calls timeout. Dinwiddie's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Thompson is double.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing. Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Boomer, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. That's in, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Young.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So for the Hawks, Nance comes in for John Collins. And it's Johnson in for Boomer. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Camp it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Young.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his 2nd from distance this half. And he also hit 1 in the first half, too.
Buries it from 3-point range.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Capella trying to free himself up. And that one, good.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here we go, 1-on-1. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Basket counts.
From the moment this guy stepped into the league, Luka Doncic has been aggressive and assertive. He just attacks defenders. You know, we call that great recognition of the situation. He knew where the double team on him was coming from. A teammate was open somewhere, and he found him.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Washington out there with Morris. Then there's Irving. And it's Gafford in at the 5. And so it's Atlanta with it, trailing by 4. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Trying to get open is Johnson.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Let's prove it time. Fourth quarter. Don't get it done now. No more chances.
They'll get another chance. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Good on the shot.
Just his night, guys. We saw Young do this in college. Once he gets into a rhythm, he will just put it on you.
And the Mavericks call time here. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Atlanta. John Collins comes in for Nance. The Mavericks also with a sub. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. And that one's good, Irving.
You wonder what the defender who has to check Kyrie Irving on a nightly basis is thinking, because when he's dialed in, there's no checking him.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Camp it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Bogdanovic.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And Hunter subbed in for Johnson. Young, good.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
That one drops for him.
Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will be foul number 5 on him. On the Mavericks with some changes. Big Dog is checked in for Daniel Gafford. Maxi Kleber comes in for P.J. Washington. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Irving. It's good.
Both teams putting their energies into the offensive end. Where's the D?
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. A nice shot by Young.
And the thing about Young's jumper, it's almost intimidating. And that unlocks so many other options for him.
Dallas calls timeout. They're up by 1. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Klay Thompson.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And
as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
Left in the fourth.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
It's good from long range.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving's checked in for Dallas. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Young.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Doncic is so clever. This guy able to draw the contact to get himself to the free throw line.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is he could be an all-star for a long time moving forward.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. .29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know, we step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.